got Warzone, Call of Duty's Battle Royale, well, and Plunder as well, the respawn mode. Now, often when you get blogs from publishers about their games, they can be a little bit crap, but this one, this top 10 tips to increase your odds in Warzone, they're really good, and I learned a couple of things, so I thought I'd go through them with you today. Here we go. So tip 1. Adding the Hardline perk to your loadout gives you a 25% off price on kill streaks, field upgrades, and armor plate. If you are the squad member who is often going shopping, consider adding this to your loadout to get some savings. That's brilliant. So when you're in squads, make sure that one of you has Hardline. Always give the money. I mean, you're going to have to buy a loadout drop to start off with, aren't you? So you get that perk. But then everybody gives their money to him, and then or her, and then they can buy stuff with a quarter off. How good is that? That could make the difference between being able to afford another set of armor plates, or a UAV, or a cluster strike, or an airstrike, or something like that. Really good. So Hardline, 25% off when buying stuff at buy stations. Number 2, a perk that can make you a little bit lucky when looting is Kill Chain. It increases the chance of finding kill streaks such as UAVs and cluster strikes in supply boxes. So if you're looking for a lucky break for kill streaks, ditch the 4-leaf clovers and grab this perk. So again, the idea with that one is that the loot boxes that are on the map, they don't have set stuff in them. If you've got kill chain and you go up to it and then you open it, it'll go, ooh, this person's got kill chain. Let's up the percentage chance that we're going to give them a kill streak, like a UAV or a cluster strike. How cool is that? Again, that would be another thing where if you had, you'd have to call in in Battle Royale, you have to call in a supply drop first to equip it. But obviously in Plunder, you parachute in with your perk, don't you? So that's fairly simple. Number 3. Consider adding a launcher to your loadout in Plunder to make a difference. During the bonus round. To make a difference, that should say, during the bonus round to take out attack choppers. Attack choppers hold tons of cash, and if your team brings one down, it can turn the tide in your favour. I'm kind of starting to move towards the idea of, especially in solos in Battle Royale, and maybe even Plunder as well, just running my normal M4. I got a solo victory this morning, just running my normal M4 exactly as I run it with multiplayer, with my Cronin 3.5 times sight, the vertical grip, the laser, the 1mm laser, fast hands for changing mags quicker. Because I'm so used to that gun and the way it handles, that the advantages that I gain by running a separate sniper just aren't there. So I might as well just run with that and go and use it for everything, and then use something like an RPG or a rocket launcher as my secondary. Number 4, before queuing up a match of Plunder, add Point Man to increase your earnings. This perk gives all the members of your team more money when the contracts are completed. Wow! How? So again, what a really good tip, because I did not have a clue about these ones. So again, someone in your squad, right? You have Plunder, you have Point Man, you have what was the other one? Kill Chain. You have Hardline. You know, wow. Weapon blueprints are ideal for crafting in Warzone because they allow you to use higher level attachments than you might not have unlocked. Yeah, so if you got the full version of Modern Warfare 2019, you'll know about blueprints. As you complete challenges, you get blueprints, which basically are different versions of the guns. However, when you do earn a blueprint for a gun, often it will, as it says here, have an attachment on it that you won't have unlocked. Now, you can only use that attachment when you use it with that blueprint. But what you can then do is you can then mod that gun so that you can add other attachments you've already got. When you've got the free-to-play version of Warzone, it's quite tricky to level up weapons because you're not using them as much as you are. For example, you're not if you play Shipment in Call of Duty, the Shipment playlist, you could get 40 kills. I mean, it's going to take ages to get 40 kills in Battle Royale and Plunder, isn't it? So it's a lot slower to level up your gun. So again, blueprints, really important because they allow you to try things out. I think they're important because they do make you try things out, actually. I would have never become an AR player who uses a 3.5 times sight all the. I don't bother with the red dots or hollows anymore. I just use it 3.5 times all the times on my ARs. Crazy, isn't it? Even up close, I love them. I think the game looks brilliant through them as well. Number 6, plan your challenge completions and activate XP tokens to maximise your rewards. For instance, close to completing a daily challenge, weekly challenge, and an operator mission, activate an XP token, then complete all 3 to get a serious boost to your XP. That might be more careful planning than luck. You're earning XP tokens all the time, and I think if you go to the main menu screen and you click in your right stick, I think that's the way it is. You'll have to look at it in game. It comes up with all the XP tokens you're earning. So it's basically said that if you're getting close, especially to some of the big ones, that could be worth. Some of the big ones, the weekly ones, are 10,000 XP. I mean, if you can double that, and all of a sudden you're going to be jumping quite a few levels. So that's a good one. Number 7. Speaking of planning, try flying out to far-flung corners of Verdansk, which is the Battle Royale mode and the Plunder map. During Plunder matches, buildings in remote areas such as above dam are more likely to have unclaimed loot, as other players may be drawn towards named areas. That's a really good guide for choosing where to drop as well in Battle Royale. Edge of the map, away from named areas, and you're going to be by yourself and you can loot up in peace. There are 3 variations of the Gulag you can be sent to when you become a prisoner of Warzone. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they were all the same. There are unique tips and strategies for each. I just thought I was just ending up at a different end. There are unique tips and strategies for each, so study the layout before it's your time to fight to better your odds. Get an insight into each Gulag layout from the free official Warzone strategy guide, which I will be doing a video on separately because it is very, very good. Number 9. While not necessarily the most important tip, the victors of any Warzone match get their whole crew shown off in an ending cutscene. Consider giving your operators some cool skins to make all your enemies jealous of both your skills and your taste in fashion. Yeah, in other words, give us some money. Give us some money. But there is a serious side to that one. I definitely think some skins are better camouflage than others. And you'll often see, when I look at my Warzone videos, I often have my operators, they'll just be in regular army stuff, green or grey, maybe dark blue. I don't want them to stand out. I don't use any of the gaudy skins. On my guns, I use the same skin on them, which is the spray paint woodland one, I think. It's always the same, so that if I'm lying prone somewhere, nothing sticks out, and so choose your skin wisely. You've probably seen the huntsman skin where the guy's wearing an orange jacket. Now, the reason why they wear orange jackets as hunters is so they don't accidentally shoot each other. Excuse me, in this game we're meant to be shooting each other, so whatever you do, don't equip that. 10. In Battle Royale, any player can access a loadout drop to get their loadout, even if they didn't call it in. Look for the red smoke, and you may be rewarded to a distracted foe who is waiting for the drop and access to your loadout once it lands. Because the loadout drops that allow your custom multiplayer classes, you call them in, enemies call them in, and they are also dropped in randomly as well. But again, watch out when you're approaching them, because again, they're places that players get attracted to. Anyway, well done, Activision. Do they list a person at the bottom who wrote this? They don't. But that is really well done. More of the same, Activision. Well, I know they've done more of the same because their interactive, their online free guide is really cool. Anyway, what do you think? Top tips. Put your questions and comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.